Alright, so we saw this Abba and Preach Pop the Balloon video, and there was a pretty interesting part that, you know, we thought about, like, giving our thoughts on where this guy was talking about he doesn't argue, he finds solutions and that type of thing. So we're gonna cover that today.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to say as well too, if you guys are into comic books, anime, manga, that type of stuff, and you would like to actually become a character in my comic for free, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, and yeah, like
and you guys must be 18 years and over because it's an adult story.
Yes, that is also true. You gotta be 18 years and older, right? So anyway, let's check this out.
We don't argue, we look for a solution. If we can't find a solution, then maybe the solution is we can't find each other.
Okay, this is the first time. Okay, I actually don't think what he's saying is good.
Now, before I let Abba talk here, I want to say this. I agree with what he had to say there. Not the part about arguing being a feminine. No, that's fucking bullshit. All human beings argue, okay? Right? It's how it's how you argue is what makes you feminine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. I think that finding solutions in times of chaos or disagreement is always the best move. I think that's really the best thing that you can do. But anyway, oh, wrong one.
Because not all discussions between partners is about finding a solution. Very
true.
Sometimes a person just vented and they got some shit that they get off their chest, and you just trying to find a solution to everything.
I'm guilty of this as well. We're not perfect, guys, but yes.
Yeah, no relationship is.
So yeah, you know, I would usually just come in and just argue and just expect you to know that I'm venting, and then when you don't and you just find a solution, I get angry at that. But yes, as years go by, I realized that we both realize, guys, communication is key, guys. That's not the way to handle like
when you want to vent.
Yes, when you want to vent.
So for me it's like, I think a lot of women are very guilty of this. A lot of women expect their man to like read their fucking minds and just kind of know when they're venting compared to when they're actually trying to get their boyfriends or husbands' assistance.
Yeah.
I think a lot of women need to 100% articulate that. You need to communicate it that, here's the thing, babe, I just want to vent about this situation. And if you got a supportive boyfriend or husband, he would just be like, okay, yeah, no problem. And he'd just be your cheerleader for a little bit. You know, like there's times where my wife came home from work, and remember when you was working food hall?
Yeah.
And you just come home and be like, yo, I want to vent about these fucking bitches.
Assholes.
And
yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, that fucking slut.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, I think that's it's the best form. Communication really is key, and I know it's a cliche piece of relationship advice. Everyone is always saying this shit, but it's true. Yeah.
And you guys actually get to have get to enjoy the rest of your day instead of being grumpy,
angry,
and stuck in a corner, or some of you weirdos going into a room by yourself and pouting.
Yeah.
That doesn't solve the problem at all.
Distance.
So yeah.
I think the way to go about it.
And I would actually add that oftentimes that's one of the problems that you have in a relationship, because oftentimes men they're trying to find solutions where that's not, shut the fuck up. That's not what the person's trying to do.
Yeah.
The person's trying to vent. So shut up. Don't try to be like, yeah, but you have to do this. They know or they don't. It's just not the moment now. They just trying to vent.
And again, like, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record in this video, but I really do think this is where communicating and being clear about what type of feedback you're looking for from your partner is important. I know obviously if you're with someone long enough, you should be able to pick up on certain things, but at the end of the day, you're still not a mind reader. So one of the things I always tell people, sometimes my wife and I, we go for months on end without arguing and bickering, right? And it's because she's communicating clearly to me her wants and needs, and I'm doing the same. The only times we start butting heads is when we get a little too comfortable and start expecting things that I wouldn't say are unreasonable, but when you expect too many different types of like automatic behavior from your partner is when they will eventually fall short, because they're just human.
And the couples who argue and insult each other, that's not arguing at all. You shouldn't continue doing that, because you just ruin your relationship lower down the line.
Oh no, they love to say, oh, I need to be like fighting with my. It's like, what? Is that really exciting to you?
Yeah, that
like,
doesn't make any sense at all.
Just living in dysfunction.
Yeah.
Right, but I just think that is also crazy too.
And oftentimes women, they want to vent first. They want to get that shit out. So sometimes that's where it
Let me just say something here real quick, sorry.
Yeah.
And after she vents or he vents, then you find a solution, because sometimes, you know, it's not just the guy, the wife could actually also find a solution as well, you know. So yeah.
Like, you remember that situation? I'll just give you all a quick glimpse into my personal life here. There was a solution that Celine here found for me regarding someone who was treating me poorly as a friend. Now, I wasn't seeing things as clearly, and I was venting a lot without really noticing, like, you know, I just wasn't being aware, you know. Again, we are all just humans. We are going to fall short from time to time, okay? I was in this situation and she saw it clearly for what it was, and she said, babe, all you gotta do is you gotta set new boundaries with this person and let them know that you can't be claiming that we're good friends and you're treating me like in this type of way.
Yeah, like shit, basically, you know?
Yeah. Right,
and you did the same as well for me.
Yeah.
I didn't see that my best friend, my school best friend, right, was literally trying to like ruin my relationship. One. Yeah. And
don't get into it too much.
So yeah, just that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Don't want to put too much of our personal life out there, you know. I'm okay with a lot of my stuff being out there, but then again, I know you may not be. But anyway, because there's a bunch of nasty people on the internet, and sometimes they might leave really stupid and unnecessary comments. But anyway, so let's get back into this.
Yeah, and I used to think that was silly for a while, but I think over the last like 4 or 5 years, I realized it actually makes sense, and even men look for this. Because sometimes we just want to be understood. We're not. There's no easy fix to a lot of problems in our lives. People will be like, "Well, you just do this." Bitch, you don't think I know that? But like, I'm just struggling, and I just want to be heard. And it almost feels as though when I'm trying to say like, this is what's going on with me, and the person is just like, well, how do we fix it right now? It's like, no, I know it's a tough road ahead of me. I just want you to see what I'm going through and understand me. So you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So I agree with that point as well. You have any final thoughts?
To me, just work on communication. If you want your relationship to last, you want to see yourself down the line at old age with your significant other, work on communication. That's really it.
I think it's one of the biggest things too, is picking somebody that you have an easy time talking to.
Yes, compatibility.
Yes. I don't understand why there's so many people nowadays, especially saying things like, oh, you know, they don't want somebody that they can't argue with and fight with. It's like, huh? So you're looking for hostility, you're looking for problems.
Yeah, you want to be depressed when you're like single. That's crazy.
Well, I wouldn't say when they're single, when they're in a relationship is what I'm describing.
He wants problems.
Yeah, yes. They don't want peace. I don't want peace. I want problems. You know, and I think that's counterproductive. And you're 100% doing yourself a disservice. But anyway, if you all agree with our takes in this video, please like and subscribe. If you disagree, let us know why in the comments below. And again, if you would like to become a character in the comic, all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel. Follow these 3 easy steps, bro. You hit the like, subscribe, and notification button, and I will add you as one of these cool ass characters within my story. It's going to be released later this year in October, so yeah. Anything else?
If you want some big titties, you can get big titties.
What?
Oh, sorry. But yeah, have a great day, guys, and yeah.
What the fuck was that titty thing? You just offering titties? I'm not drawing titties for anybody.